Hi guys, how are you all doing? Hope you're all keeping great. This is MJT Reviews here again, bringing you the best of model kit reviews, and I believe this is vlog number 164. And today, guys, I all told you that the model show would be around, so I'd like to welcome you all to my model show 2018. I hope you all enjoy the video because this one's going to be a really good one. You'll get to see all my new models, and you'll get to see just exactly what I do and the models that I've done over the past years, because it has been a long 15 years, guys, a long 15 years, and I never wanted to give this hobby up, and I never will, because I'm carrying it on. I'm so thankful to all my new subscribers. Welcome everyone, welcome to my channel. If you've got any comments, please hit me up at the bottom of the link, and I might be putting a Q&A on here, just for you all to get to know me a little bit more, and for me to get to know yous. See how that one goes out. I'm not quite sure yet, because I'm thinking about going live, but I might do that in the next couple of months. So it's all out there, guys. So anyway, here is the model show, so I hope you all enjoy the models. Let's get this show on the road. So here is all my helicopters. So I based them all out on my desk, and waiting for you to all have a look at them all. So let's see what this does. I got my hand in there. So as you can see, I've got my desk light going. I think it's better without the light on, so I'll switch that back off. So yeah, that's a little bit better. So this helicopter here, guys, is the BO105. I have completed that just recently, and it's been a really nice helicopter to build. I've really enjoyed the build of it, guys. Glad it's over and done with now. I didn't really glue the rotor blades down, so they do spin, but I'm just not going to spin it at this moment in time. This one, guys, is a Longbow Apache, and this one's a very old helicopter. I think it's around about 3-year-old now. So yes, it's getting on. And the reason I camoed this, guys, is because I wanted to see what it would look like, and I think it looks amazing camoed. Like, I think it looks really nice. Just from it being the basic standard OD green or olive drab green. But however, I'm getting another one, and I'm going to be doing that in basic olive drab. So I'm going to have two. This one over here is the Westland Wessex, very old helicopter. I believe it's a museum piece now. And this one used to rescue, be a rescue helicopter. So I'm going to lift it up now, if I can just get it out of here so I can show you. So here's what it looks like. It's a very nice helicopter to build, guys. I believe it's by Revell as well. So, and as you can see, guys, I made the little basket there underneath, little rescue basket, which was quite hard to put in, but I did it anyway. I'm just going to pop that down there, because I don't want to break the blades on it or anything. That's the thing, guys, when you're doing helicopters. That's the only advice I can give you, is don't glue the rotor blades down, because if you do move, you know, all you have to do is just pull them off and put them in a spare box out the way, and then put the helicopter in another box, and then by the time you take the helicopter out, you've got a perfectly intact rotor blade, and just place it back on the top again. Because that's basically what I did with this one. Now this one is the Jolly Green Giant, I call it. And it's the C53 Sea Stallion. Massive helicopter. I remember actually buying this one a long time ago, and I did not glue the rotor blade on, and I just put that back the way it is, and it makes it so simple, because if I move, then I know it's not going to break, and it does spin, which is a really cool feature as well, and I really love that. And the one on the top, guys, is another old one, about 4-year-old now, I think. And this one is by Revell, and it's the Eurocopter 1/32 scale EC135, I think. And yeah, it was a rescue plane, a helicopter rescue plane. I don't know where I got that from. It was a rescue helicopter, and I converted it into the police helicopter, guys. Now the police helicopter that flies over here, it looks exactly similar to that. Very, very nice. I've actually seen it land at Preston Park, and it was really, really cool when I saw it land there. I was with my sister at the time, and I've put the infrared underneath, as you can see, followed by the spotlight underneath it as well. I didn't have any police decals to put on, so I just put police on the front of it and just did it that way. So I thought it was quite cool anyway. So, and as you all know, I build tanks as well. So if I just go into my tanks there. So this one is a Challenger. The one next to it's a Panzer. And then I've got two Cromwells here. That's a Revell Cromwell. And this one is an Airfix Cromwell. So got two Cromwells. And what I'm going to do with the smaller tanks, I might put them on dioramas, but I'm not quite sure at the moment just what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, turn around on my swivel chair. And this is my model show, guys. So let's get the show on the road. I'm gonna sit on the floor here, and yes, I'm surrounded by model aircraft. So I'm gonna start with these first. So there's a big ship down here. This is the Scharnhorst, big battleship. I believe it's similar to the Bismarck. Also very nice, very good to build. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Scharnhorst, but I knew it had a sister ship called the Gneisenau, and obviously Bismarck and Tirpitz, as you know. Then at the back here we have USS Intrepid. Very, very old, needs a good old dusting down. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I believe this is a museum ship now, and it's based at the Hudson River in New York. I wish they would do that to all aircraft carriers, like especially all the old ones when they decommission them. You know, I think that would be really, really good to do, because that one they've got the Concorde at. So now we've got another one here. This is a Leopard tank. I believe it's a 1/35 scale. The turret does turn around, but as you can see, and the gun moves up and down as well. This does have the rubber wheels, which are a nightmare to put on. Absolute nightmare, which I don't really want to go into. And right here we've got the MiG-29 Fulcrum by Tamiya, a little small 1/72 scale, right next to the Revell 1/32 scale MiG-29 Fulcrum. So mother and daughter, or mother and baby, whatever you want to say, but it looks funny. Yeah, so I kind of like that. And here is the Mistral. Now I'm not quite sure on the Mistral, guys. I don't know. It's a very weird complex. It's just weird. Because you know, I know when I first seen this, I thought that was like a convention. I thought they'd converted that from a Ju-88 bomber, and basically they'd cut the cockpit off and just placed it with a bomb inside of it. That's what I initially thought when I bought it. Don't know why, guys. I really don't know why, but that's what I did think. But however, what they would do is this Focke-Wulf 190 was attached to this. What it would do is that would be the main source, so that would fly with that, both flying, and that would detach itself, and then that would continue flying until that ran out of fuel, and then I presume that would just nosedive and just, you know, blow parts of London up like they did. That's where the Germans were aiming at. So I don't quite know about the history on the Mistral, but that's it right there. And then obviously I had to get my B-52 in there, guys. I know you all love the B-52 just as much as I do, and that's why I included it. And just look at the size of it compared to these. It's like, wow, it's even bigger than the Fulcrum as well. It's just massive, guys, and I can't wait to get it done. However, there is a surprise because I got the bombs for it, so that means I can get on doing the work and I can get this beauty finished. So that might be in the next video, guys. So this one right here is called the Voodoo, and I really enjoyed doing that. Really enjoyed building it. I like the silver chrome work on it as well. Really stands out. So I really like that one. Let's go over here to the other part of it now. So this one right here is the grey one. Right here is the F-18 Super Hornet. Also a very nice jet. Very nice indeed. Then right at the back we have the F-14 Tomcat, the silver one, which does have the swooping wings. And if you want to see that, there we go. So it does have the swooping wings. This one right here is the Thunder Chief. Very famous Thunder Chief. I actually weathered this one to make it look dead nice. Then we go right over to my RAF collection. So we have the Sea Vixen. We have the very famous Blackburn Buccaneer, the English Electric Canberra or Canberra. We have a Hudson by Lockheed. Then we have the English Electric Lightning, followed by the big ugly fairy gannet. And that's what I'll just call it Big Ugly. Then we've got the Swordfish, fairy Swordfish with a torpedo on the bottom. I called it the String Bag. And then we take it down here and we have the very famous Gloucester Meteor, which I believe they give it the nickname the Meat Box, which is very interesting. I don't know why they called it the Meat Box, but there we go. Very famous back in them days when the jet engines were coming into it from the propellers. This one is the Spitfire Mark 10, I believe. No, this one's got the hasn't got the rounded wings. This one's got the chopped off wings. Don't know why. Like, maybe hit me up in the description down below. I really do not know why they did that. To make it faster, or I'm not quite sure, guys. So if you all know, maybe hit me up in the comments. Now this one looks like it's had a bad time. This is a Japanese aircraft. Don't know what it's called, but just looks like it's had a really bad time. And they've shot the hell out of it. Now we're coming into some of the other stuff. So we have a Devastator right here. Now the Devastator is interesting because I don't think it had very much success in the war days. At least I don't believe in that. I think it got took over by the Avenger. So this is the Avenger that took over the Devastator. Needs a dusting, like, but I put the torpedo on the bottom of there as well. So yeah, I believe that one took over. Now this one right here is called a Comanche stealth helicopter, and you know, guys, it looks really, really cool. I must admit, for a helicopter, it looks really stealthy and really cool. The only thing is, they only produced 2 of these, and they were both concepts, and they scrapped the concept basically. So I don't really know what happened to the Comanche at all. And you know, it's sad in a way because that would have been a nice helicopter. But then again, it might have cost too much to run the damn thing. So here we go anyway. So this one is the Ju-88, 1/72nd scale. Then we have the Ju-87 dive bomber called Stuka. They called it the Stuka. And this is the very famous Heinkel HE-111 bomber. Sadly, one of the propellers broke, so I had to replace the propeller and put another one on there. So I might have to sort that out. We have a Dornier Door 17, which is another bomber, which looks like it's had another hard time. It's had a massive oil leak, or it's been shot at. It looks really, really cool. You know, I might put that one in a diorama actually, because obviously I know that the wing, I've done the, you know, the weathering, like it looks like it's been shot, and you know, so if I damage it a little bit and put some like the paint's being peeled off it, and you know, and I could really I could do like a crash scene, like it's crashed into something. You know, maybe click the like button, guys, if you want me to do that one, guys, because you know, maybe put a comment and see what you think. You know, because I think it would look really, really cool. This one is a BF-110. And then we have down here a Focke-Wulf 190, which has also had a hard time, and definitely the BF-110, I mean the 109, sorry. This is the G series, and that's had a hard time as well. And what's interesting is I've got the 163 Comet here, the little tiny 163 Comet. Now, you know something, guys, if I was to say anything about this little tiny aircraft is, I want to know what those pilots were thinking of, basically, when, you know, who made this, because I feel sorry for the pilots who had to fly this. Because imagine, they were just sat in the cockpit there, basically strapped in to a rocket-powered jet there, which basically, when that took off, these wheels would fall away from the ground. So by the time they had to come into land, they had to belly land. So these planes practically just blew up on impact. So I feel sorry for them, literally feel sorry for them. But you know, anyway, guys, good news. Look what I found. So I found some bombs, guys. So it means I can put these on the B-52. Look at that. So they're definitely going on the B-52. I've been after the bombs for quite a while now. So once they go on, it should look fantastic. So it means I can get that show on the road. So here's some more models that I've got here. So this is the next part of it. So we've got another fairy swordfish here, which I did more detailing on this one. And this swordfish was involved in the sinking of the Bismarck, which blew the rudders and caused it to just, you know, without its steering, basically the Bismarck was doomed. So this is the Hawker Hurricane yet again, followed by the very famous Fulmar. Then we've got 2 die-cast planes at the back, so we've got the Valiant, then we've got the Vulcan, followed by the Vickers, or the Whitley Whitworth, not Vickers, it's the Whitley Whitworth, sorry. That's because I was saying the Valiant. Sorry, guys, don't mean to muddle them up, but there we go. We've got a B52 die cast, and we've got a C17 Globe Master. Then we have the USS Nimitz at the back, which is massive. I couldn't put that in the cabinet. And then obviously I've got my Abarth there, my Fiat 500 Abarth. Very cheeky little car. I wouldn't mind one of them as my first car, like, you know, but I don't drive, so. And these are my Fast and the Furious ones. So I've got Brian's Skyline, I've got Brian's Supra, and I've got Brian's Eclipse. Followed by my BMW there, my Fair Lady's Head, and my Aston Martin. And then I've got my cars down here at the top, so I've got my 3 Lamborghinis. So I've got the Murcielago LP670, my Aventador, and my Superleggera. Then I've got my Ferrari Enzo, my Ferrari 458 Italia, and my Ferrari F50. Then at the bottom we have the Viper ACR, the original Viper, and the brand new Viper, which is the 2015 version. And then if we go over here, you'll see some more models. So we've got World War I aircraft now, guys. So we have the very famous Albatross. You all might know the Albatross. We've got a Royal Air Force World War I plane there. Then we have the Gloucester Gladiator, a very old bird. We've got a Spad. And then right here we have the very nice Tiger Moth. I love the Tiger Moth, very nice, even though it was a trainer aircraft, but it was good. This is the Sopwith Camel, the Sopwith triplane, and the Nariport. Now that one is a French World War I aircraft. Then we have a multiple gun motor carriage, which is die cast. My Uncle Alan got me. And then my Uncle Alan got me this one as well, which is a Tiger tank. So yeah, guys, I've got a lot of models, We've got a Stranraer there, which is basically, I call it the flying canoe. But yeah, I've got the Walrus as well, so very nice aircraft indeed. Then I've got my dioramas. Now my dioramas, guys, now where do I start with my dioramas? Because I love my dioramas, and I did this one years ago. I'm not quite sure when I built this one. I'm not quite sure. I believe it's around about 6 or 7 year old at least. And I didn't think I'd be able to do, because there was so many parts with it, guys. Honestly, so many parts, it was unbelievable. But this is what came with it all. So what makes it look more realistic, guys, is it just goes with the theme. So even if it's got dust on it, this looks awesome. And all the gravel and everything. I've got a very famous Sherman tank there. And it looks like somebody's being wounded. Very old bike there at the bottom. Push bike. Somebody being killed on the tractor, so it's quite graphic. But all adds to the theme. Definitely being shot over there. Tiger tank right here. Then we've got some guys on the rooftops, guys underneath hiding away. One guy on the station there ringing somebody up, back up probably. We have a Matilda Hedgehog there, big tank. So yeah, guys, that's Charlie's. I named it Charlie's Point basically because that's what they used to say. Charlie's in the area, didn't they? They used to say, you know, the Jerry's, Germans. But I call it Charlie's Point anyway. But basically, just like a battleground, you know. Now this one is one that's in restoration at the moment. I'm thinking about like getting like some grass verges, maybe putting in some gravel. I'm going to be putting some trees in there, and then I might add some detail into the actual area, like the control tower, so maybe put some bullet holes in there. Not quite sure, but I'm definitely going to be sorting the runway out a little bit, so I'm going to be putting some like oil stains on it and some markings and that. And what's good about this, guys, is I actually made it into a light convent, so I actually put lights in. Don't know if you can see it. Can you see it, guys? There's a little light at the top, and there's the other lights at the bottom. So, yep, absolutely brilliant, guys. So that one's getting restored. So, yep, I can't wait till that one gets done. I'm not doing it yet though, guys, because there's quite a lot of models that I'm going to be doing. All these planes here are all die cast. So we have 2 Fokker Wolves here from World War One, and then we've got the Wellington. We've got another 109. We've got a Flying Fortress. We've got a Junkers Ju-52, the Lancaster bomber, and this is the Halifax B, guys. Now I didn't realise this, to be honest with you. Sorry about that. I didn't realise this. So if you're watching Alan Taylor, who's my uncle at Taylor's World, can you see it, Alan? Look on the side there. Friday the 13th. This was the Halifax. You know when we went down to that aircraft museum in York, Elvington. Well, I didn't realise this was the one that's actually based there, so I've actually got the model. Oh, don't be going too much, will you, Al? You probably will be like. So there's the Condor, and we have the Hercules C-130, followed by the PBY Catalina, the Blob & Voss BV222, and Emily right at the back of there, if you can see it. And then right here, it's everybody's favourite. Everybody must have one of these in your collection, guys. You must have one of these. This is the very famous Harrier jump jet, which is no longer around anymore. It might be around in different parts of the country, but sadly not UK anymore. Maybe some of them might be in some museums, but yeah, they got scrapped, unfortunately. This is my basic standard Eurofighter Typhoon, and then I just had to do one like it was a Spitfire back in 1940s, so I did like a 1940s version with the camo. Panavia Tornado RAF version, obviously camoed again. We've got an Airwax with the dish on top, which is the Boeing E3. And then we've got a short Staccato. Now I've seen a couple of these at the local airport where my mum is, Teesside Airport, Durham Tees Valley now. And you see them flying around in packs, so there's like 2 of them or maybe 3 of them. Quite loud actually, but they're alright. I think they're cool. We've got a Junkers Ju 290 there, and then we've got my Red Arrows team here. So we've got a Nat, and then we've got the Provost T.4, and then we've got the Hawk, the basic Red Arrow, followed by the Russian version of the Airwax, which is the Beriv A50M. So yeah, guys, that's basically my model show. So I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. I know the it's quite a long video. I don't mean for it to be such a long video, but guys, at least you got a chance to see me and my swivel chair again. At least you got a chance to see some of the models that I've done. And obviously there's a lot of model kits that I've got in my cupboard, all big massive kits as well, and it's just getting the time to do them, and obviously getting the paint and everything else. So I'm due to get another light here, because that one I'm thinking about just putting in my bedroom once I get it sorted out, and getting a bigger light for in here, and then basically it'll illuminate the whole desk instead of a little small light. And hopefully I'm gonna do my station up a little bit better, and get better tubs and stuff like that, so that'll all get sorted out as well. So anyway guys, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching my videos. Honestly guys, it really does mean a lot, you know. And like one of my fellow modelers said to me, you know, got to keep this alive and got to keep this going, and I totally agree with him 100%. Because, you know, I've been doing this for like 15 years, guys. 15 years, it's a hell of a long time. And I've enjoyed every single minute of it. And I wouldn't give it up for the world. Not even if anybody paid me to, I wouldn't. Because this is my best hobby and it's going to stay my hobby. And, you know, if I have kids in the future, maybe I can pass this down to my son, maybe. And that'll probably make me really proud as well. But who knows what the future holds. But I'm definitely keeping this alive, guys, definitely. And as I always say, thanks so much for coming on my channel and joining. If you're brand new, guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you like all the content, because there's going to be new videos coming out. I've got plans to get the B1B Lancer, the 1/48 scale. I've got my eyes on that. I've got my eyes on the AN225 Mariah, which is a big massive Antonov. I've seen that kit. I don't know if it's a new release, but I've seen that. And also if I can get it the AWACS as well. I've been after that for a while, which is the Boeing E3. So anyway guys, stay tuned in, because there's going to be more new content coming. I'm glad you all jumped aboard and subscribe to my channel, guys. Really does mean a lot. I'm going to continue doing this to bring the best models out to you. And hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of each other and continue modelling, guys. This is MJT Review signing out. Good night, guys.